Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I figured I would share a little closing shift routine, what we do when the kids are getting into bed and settling down for the night. We are actually starting with dinner. I'm going to share this dinner. I think I've actually shared this before. It's super easy and quick. It's just a chicken and rice casserole. I think it's actually a Campbell's recipe, but you basically just take some minute rice, throw it in the bottom of a pan, add some mushroom soup, some water, and then lay your chicken breasts on top, sprinkle some smoked paprika, or we actually did kickin' chicken because we like it a little bit spicier, and then you just cover it in foil and pop it in the oven. I will leave that recipe down below if you want all of the measurements and stuff, but this is a super quick and easy dinner. We also just cooked up some broccoli to go with it, and then we will get busy with our closing shift routine. Basically, on a nightly basis, we just do the dishes, clean up the living room, and make sure all the blinds are shut, the doors are locked, things like that. Nothing crazy around here, but it does feel good to wake up to a clean kitchen. This doesn't always happen, especially if the babies are not sleeping right, they keep waking up, things like that, but we do try to get this done almost every single night. It makes for a much easier morning. Around 3 or 4, Annie Kate will take her last nap, and sometimes it's only about 30 minutes, sometimes it's an hour, and then sometimes she'll sleep even longer than an hour. So she actually woke up right before dinner, but for some reason that doesn't ever affect when she goes to sleep at night. She is a sleepy girl, so she was just waking up from her nap, which is why she had crazy nap hair. She was eating a little snack in her high chair while I get dinner ready. Her and Oliver love to play in this little spot in the living room. She's obsessed with Woody. I think it's so funny. I need to get her a little Jessie doll, but anyway, she plays with Woody. He's doing his trash truck. We also had a puzzle all over the floor that we had done earlier in the day, and we just didn't clean it up. But we are going to tackle all of that after dinner. Okay, we're going to sit down, eat some dinner, get these kids bathed and in the bed, and then we will start this routine. Okay, I wanted to stop and share this with y'all. I've been taking 10 minutes in the evening to do these Omnilux contour face treatments. It is a red light therapy with so many amazing benefits. All you do is Velcro it on. Two of the things that caught my attention were the fact that it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and it also helps reduce redness and kind of even your skin tone. This is a natural, non-invasive approach to skin rejuvenation and collagen production. Lots of clinically proven benefits, and it's FDA cleared to help reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I'm officially 30. I'm starting to notice all of the signs of aging, fine lines, wrinkles, a few gray hairs here and there, which is crazy. I really didn't notice any aging up until 30, but now we are full force, gotta protect our skin. So I'm loving this. It's just 3 to 5 10-minute treatments per week for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then you can just use it as upkeep. So for the price of 2 to 3 in-clinic light treatments, you can just have your own Omnilux device. You can treat your skin whenever you'd like. Head to the link in my description box below to get 10% off Omnilux at checkout. And thank you so much to Omnilux for sponsoring today's video. Okay, it was around 9 o'clock at this point, and both kids were asleep, so now we're going to get dinner cleaned up. Sometimes I get dinner put away before I put them to bed, and then sometimes we don't. And sometimes we'll get the dishes done before we get them in bed, and then other nights we just can't get around to it. So this night I definitely didn't get either one of those things done, so we are going to tackle that right now. I always have to be super quiet in the kitchen after I get them to sleep because both babies are still in our bedroom, which is right next to the kitchen. So we're going to quietly try to put all this stuff away and get these dishes loaded up in the dishwasher, and then we'll head into the living room to do a little reset in there too. I I've always really enjoyed cooking dinner. It's like one of my favorite parts of the day where I can go in the kitchen and be creative. I used to love making pasta, so I would look up all these different pasta recipes on Pinterest, especially before I had kids when I had a lot more time. But now that I have two kids, dinner has become such a hassle in the evening, especially the cleanup part. So I would love all of your suggestions down below for like easy dinners that are still really fun to make with the family. I'm not a big fan of box dinners like what are those called? Hamburger helper meals. Will really likes those. I'm not a huge fan of those. I like it when I have like a prepared lasagna, like a frozen one that I can pop in the oven. So those are fun for us, but I don't like to just have cheap boxed dinners. So if you have any like easy, fun dinner ideas that aren't too bad to clean up, then leave them down in the comments below. Dinner time is like a big thing around here. We like to make a whole thing of it. I love family dinners. So I don't really like to cut that short unless we're having like a really busy night or we're going to do something fun either earlier or later. Then we will do something quick and easy. But anyways, let's get these dishes done, put them all in the dishwasher. We're going to clean up the kitchen table area. Sometimes the mess is just beyond crazy after I get them to bed, and then like I said, sometimes I'll have a little bit of time before I put them to bed and I'll try to straighten up a little bit, and then it's not so bad. Those are the best nights because then you just spend a few minutes cleaning up and you can actually sit down and relax before you hear that first baby cry. Sometimes while I'm cleaning up the dishes, I'll hear Annie start crying and I'll have to go in there, and then sometimes I'll fall asleep with her and we won't get to this until the next morning. If you're a mom, you know it's crazy. But we do try to make it a priority to get things cleaned up before bed, because if not, the next day is just a little bit chaotic. Annie Kate is in her berry eating era. She loves berries. She loves blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, you name it, she loves it. And so typically her high chair will just be destroyed by the end of the night, and I'll have to take the cover off, wash it, wipe everything down. This night, I'm trying to remember, she had the chicken and rice with us, but I don't know why I took the cover off. Maybe she had strawberries earlier on this day, or maybe I gave her some strawberries with dinner, but anyways, it like stains her high chair, it stains her. We have to get it all cleaned up, which I'm fine with because if she likes it, then hey, she's eating something healthy. But it does make for a big cleanup. And so anyways, we're going to get all of that wiped down, cleaned up. Let me know down in the comments below what's something that you have to get done before you go to bed, or else you just have a wild morning the next day. It's definitely a dirty kitchen for me. If I go to bed with a dirty kitchen, I'm going to wake up in a bad mood the next day. I'm going to have to wash dishes while I'm like getting my coffee, and that's the worst feeling ever. I love to just walk in the kitchen and grab my coffee in a clean kitchen, flip the lights on, and just not have a huge mess. But let me know down in the comments below what's something that you absolutely have to get done before you go to bed. Typically, Oliver is a really good eater. He's not really that picky, and he usually loves this dinner. But as y'all saw, he left a lot of food on his plate this night, and I think it's because he was not feeling good. Because then the following day and the day after, he really didn't eat that much either. And I kept offering him food, and he just wasn't wanting it. And it was things that he normally would love. So I think he just went through like a little phase where he just didn't feel very good, but now he's back to eating fine. So anyways, that's why he had a ton of food left on his plate. I always like to take my Caraway bakeware and pans and wash those by hand, and I don't know why I haven't been buying the Dawn Power Wash spray. I completely forgot about it, and I started buying it again, and it makes washing these pans so much easier. So we're going to get all these pans washed up, dried, put away, and this is what I'm talking about when I want easy dinner ideas. I dirty every pan in the house when I cook, so I want meals that are like one pot or like crock pot, something that I can just easily clean up, because this washing a million dishes at the end of the night is not my idea of a good time. It's not terrible, but it's like I just wish I didn't have so many at the end of the night. I am really bad about dirtying a ton of dishes when I cook. I just don't, I don't know what it is. I always dirty a ton of dishes when I'm cooking, no matter what I cook. So, one pot meals, crock pot meals, any ideas like that would be greatly appreciated. And then once I get all of this done at the end of the night, I always like to either get a quick body shower, or if I need to wash my hair, do an everything shower, or wash my face, do something for myself before I sit on the couch and rot for about an hour or maybe 5 minutes if one of the babies wakes up. That's about how our night goes. And then we crash and wake up and do it all again the next day. That's mom life. But anyways, let's get the rest of this kitchen cleaned up, and then we will head into the little nook area. And then, well, I think actually we already tackled the nook area. We'll head into the living room and get all the toys cleaned up. The best part of the night, you can turn out the lights in the kitchen, light a candle, start pulling those blinds down and getting ready to settle down for the evening. So we are going to head into the living room. This is a typical day in our living room. There are toys everywhere, and honestly, no matter how many times I pick up during the day, it still looks like this at the end of the day. So sometimes I just quit trying halfway through the day, and I'm like, I'll just get it when they go to bed. So we're picking up this puzzle. Annie Kate is in her wipe-loving era. She's throwing wipes everywhere, and Will likes to say it's the best $2 he ever spent. So even if she empties a whole pack of wipes, it was $2, and she had fun. So sometimes we let it go, and then sometimes we obviously take it away. But we're going to clean up those wipes and get all these toys put away. We honestly have just been leaving some of these bigger toys in the living room after we clean up at night, because we just have to get them all back out the next morning anyways. So sometimes when I'm feeling extra, like cleaning everything up, then I'll put them in their room or in their closet or whatever. But then sometimes I will just vacuum around them. So anyways, let's get all these toys cleaned up and reset this living room.
That is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do, and it's the smile on your face. And as time goes by,
that's a wrap. It is time for bed. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I hope you got some nighttime cleaning motivation. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I am just a trace. I love you with all of my heart. Together forever, never to part. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what